Wow, animation memes. Probably one of the most bestest things in the universe. But what makes them so bestest? Furries? Edginess? Music? No. It is quantity, because with quantity comes endless amounts of content to review. Now I may be stealing PK Russell's idea, but it's okay, cause I got permission and stuff. I'm going to keep things simple with a score from 0 to 10 for each animation meme. So let's just see what happens. So here we have probably one of the most common tropes in animation memes, head bobbing, where your character's neck acts like a telescoping rod for their head. We're probably going to see a lot of this. But wait, there's more. Oh, okay, there's another person? Yeah, there's a shoe. Alright then. This is just a great start, isn't it? Well, there wasn't too much to it. There were some filters and a background that wasn't just a solid color, so it has that going for it. I give this meme 3 out of 10 head bobs. To be fair, their later animation memes are fairly more complicated, like this one about a recent indie game phenomenon known as Baldi's Basics. There isn't too much in the way of movement, the characters are relatively still, but at least it looks nice. You've got plenty of chromatic aberration and some dirty shading, but in this context I think it works for the most part to make the characters look kind of weathered. On top of that, this meme has more than 10 different drawings, which is really above average when it comes to animation memes. I give this 4 out of 10 head bobs. Wow. Oh yes, daddy. So this animation meme has more head bobbing, but this time the ears and face also seem to be separate floating entities. I get they're attempting to make it look more natural, I suppose, but it pretty much does the exact opposite. Listen folks, if you want to animate someone's head bobbing to the music, you gotta draw more than one frame. The head tilts up and down slightly. It does not slide. I mean, that's the major problem with head bobbing in animation memes. Sure, it might be overused, but it's also completely unnatural. Find some references of heads or something. So this continues for a little while, and then he coats his eyes and mouth with black paint. The only positive, I guess, is that it's short, and it changes things up a bit at the end. At least so it's not too repetitive. I bestow upon this meme a 2.5 out of 10 head bobs. Luckily for us, we have some more animation that kind of looks like animation. I mean, it has in-betweens and everything. What more could you possibly want? I kind of wish there was color for the character and the concept itself isn't anything special. Like for some reason characters wearing some smiley face mask and then taking it off to reveal they are actually sad and stuff is kind of an overused trend. But hey, there was movement of the entire character, different facial expressions, and it only had to loop 2 times. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I grant thee a 3.5 out of 10 head bobs. Let's look at another one, I guess. Why did I think this was a good idea for a video? So yeah, this one movement keeps going for an entire minute with no change whatsoever. For what it's worth, the drawing is okay. I don't get why this has to go on for this long. If they cut it off after 20 seconds, it wouldn't change much, except maybe
waste less of my time.
To be fair, the original this was based off of was also a looping dance for like a minute. But man, when you guys send me your stuff to review, you gotta give me something to work with, you know? I give this 2 out of 10 head bobs. Here we have a meme by Lethal Aurora Mage. Well, I have no idea what's going on. So, like, the parents lean into this kid until she cracks her own skull, and then the parents are scared or something. The symbolism is a little hard to understand here. That feeling when someone squeezes your heart to make a smoothie. I mean, I understand vaguely what's happening here. She clearly has her heart broken, or she is abused in some way. I get that. The symbolism is pretty obvious. There's much more information on this character provided by Lethal Mage if you want to figure out what is happening here, but I feel like if you're going to make a 55-second animation, you shouldn't have to read several pages of text to vaguely understand what's happening. This meme in particular seems to have a story, so I think a lot of focus should be put into communicating that story effectively. The rest of the meme has some somewhat fluid movement, so that's good, but there's also this wavy filter that randomly appears and some strange twitchy movements that don't really add much. I get it's supposed to be some extra visuals, but it's just jarring. This is probably the most diverse animation meme we've reviewed yet, but it's bogged down by some strange decisions. I give this 6 out of 10 head bobs. This was a sample of what I might be doing more of soon. I've been pretty busy lately, so we'll just see what happens for the future of this channel. Anyway, my name is Solar Sands, and goodbye.